one of the things I appreciate a lot about John. One of the things I appreciate about him, he is a man of prayer. And so last week we were having lunch. At the conclusion of the lunch, John decides he wants to pray for us. And then he reaches over and he puts his hand on my ear. He knows how bad my hearing is. And he begins to pray. So if any of y'all saw that moment, it was out on, Main Street, all right. That was John praying for my hearing. So John, by all means, continue to pray for my hearing.
You betcha.
But this morning, we as a church are really beseeching the Lord, asking Him to show us what is it that He wants us to do with reference to the campus. And it all belongs to Him. The earth is the Lord's and all it contains. And so we're just asking Him to show us, with reference to expansion or maintenance, what is it that He wants us to do? It's His place. We are His people. We want to follow Him fully. So along those lines, if you'll lead us in prayer this morning,
Be delighted.
we love you, man.
Pastor Thad, thank you so much. I love you too, man. I'm so glad that God caused us to stop off at Edisto Beach a couple of years ago and never could leave. And God willing, we're never going to leave. Because we feel Southern, and we no longer feel Irish, we don't even feel American anymore, we feel Southern now. I'm real proud, real happy to say that. Let me tell you that for nothing. And it's a joy to be here, it really is. And to pray, of course, for this facility, for my pastor, for what's going on here. It's a joy to do that this morning. Are you kidding me? What a joy. And one thing very quickly, if I may, Pastor Thad, and that is to say this. My son Erik is here with me today down there, and Erik, when he was a little boy, I'm glad you qualified that, just in case anybody got the wrong impression of rubbing you or something. When Erik was a little boy, and he could not hear or speak till he was 4. And actually, an Anglican minister once told me, don't worry about it, John Henry, because if he gets to speak from 4 on, Winston Churchill didn't say a word till he was about 4, and after that, they couldn't shut him up. Not so quiet with Erik, but he couldn't talk and he couldn't hear, and covering allergies and all kinds of things. And one night, I was putting him to bed, and I looked at his little body all torn apart with the eczema and allergies and stuff, and no hearing in the ear, And I just put my hand on his ear. Right on his ear. And that's what I was attempting to do. And I'm going to be praying that for you, brother, that God will take that away, that infirmity. Let's keep that in prayer, by the way. It's no fun, ringing in the ear and all that, and lack of hearing. Well, I put my hand on his ear and I said, I think it's Aramaic, I hope it is, the word that Jesus used, Aramaic or Greek, I know which. He said, Ephata, be opened to the deaf and dumb person that he met. Do you remember that? Ephata, be opened. So when I put my hand on our pastor's ear, I said, Ephata, be opened. That be our cry to God today, that He will do that.